This is a Yin Yoga practice for the hips where we'll do long holds of postures for 2 minutes at a time. Begin with butterfly pose, taking the soles of the feet together, opening the knees wide, and coming forward over your legs. You might want a cushion under your seat. You can soften here through the spine, let the spine round. And let the weight of your head relax. Feeling the stretch here in the inner thighs, the inner groins. Maybe also enjoying some feeling of a back bend along your rounded spine. And continue to soften and relax. And letting the breath infuse the pose with energy. And now releasing butterfly pose, coming up and slowly lowering down to a position on your back. Make yourself comfortable and rest and feel the rebound. Feel what's happening inside your body after this first posture. Maybe feeling sensations in the inner thighs, in the spine. And bend your knees into your chest now. Hug the arms around the legs. Gently stretch into the back, and you can rock side to side if it feels good. And now coming up to sitting. Make your way onto hands and knees for sleeping swan. Starting with the right leg coming forward. Externally rotate the leg. Come forward onto the elbows, or farther down to rest the forehead on the ground. You could also rest your forehead on your forearms. And here we're targeting the outer right hip, the right glutes, for the place where we want to feel the stretch. You can adjust the position of your body, the position of your torso, or your front foot to get that stretch. Once you've found your position, settling in and begin to soften and become aware of your breath and the sensations in your body. And slowly start to come up from sleeping swan, stepping back to hands and knees, and changing sides, left leg forward. Coming down into your choice of how to hold the arms, how to arrange the head, remembering the target area is the hip, the outer left hip this time, the glutes. Making any arrangements, any shifting or changes to your alignment that help your posture to feel more comfortable, more effective. And once you find that stretch, then allow yourself to settle in, to soften, and to sink into the pose. And slowly come up from sleeping swan. Make your way back to hands and knees. And settle back into child's pose. And see what distance your knees want to be, maybe narrower, maybe wider. Do what feels good to your body now to simply rest and feel the effects of sleeping swan on the right side and the left side. And you might notice some sensations in your hips, in your glutes, or even down the outsides of your legs. Slowly come up from hands and knees and into dragon pose with the left leg forward. Both hands can be on the inside of the foot as one option, or they could be on either side of the foot. Or you can take any version or variation of dragon that you might be familiar with. The target of this pose is the front of the right hip and the right quads. Deep into the hip, into the right psoas. So as you relax downward with your hips, especially downward through the right hip, you'll feel this stretch a little bit more. And slowly releasing dragon, slowly step back, taking downward dog. And walk your legs in downward dog, bending one knee at a time. And bring the knees to the ground, come into it on the other side, step your right leg forward. Both hands on the inside of the foot, or again, your choice of arm position, your choice of dragon variation. Make any final adjustments you need to so that you can fully relax down through the left hip, feeling the length and the stretch in the left quads, and softening here. And now release dragon pose, stepping back and slowly coming back into child's pose. And rest. Feeling the right hip, the left hip, after dragon pose on both sides. And feeling the breath as it spreads into the back of your body, down into your sacrum, down into your hips, and slowly rising up from child's pose to come to a sitting position and preparing for half butterfly with the left leg forward and the right leg bent. As you come forward over the left leg, you can come to the inside of the leg as much as you'd like, so that you feel the stretch in the hamstrings on the left leg, in the back of your left leg. And you can allow your spine to soften, allow your head to relax. Allow your breath to settle. And slowly now coming up from half butterfly. And take your time changing sides, right leg forward, left leg bent, coming down, again over the leg or inside of the leg at an angle that feels right to you. Targeting the right hamstrings now. Breathing into the back of the right leg, breathing into the hamstrings as you soften and relax. And now slowly coming up, slowly making your way to a restful position on your back. Taking a few moments here to feel the effects of the pose and to feel the energy that's moving through your body. And feel your body breathing. And now bend your knees, hug them into your chest, gently rock side to side. And slowly make your way up to sit for half saddle, stretching into the quads by taking your right foot next to your right hip, leaning back on the hands, straight arms, or down on the elbows, or perhaps lying all the way back or over a bolster. Then you have options with the left leg. You can keep it straight ahead or you can bend it with the foot flat, maybe even letting the knee open out to the side. And now allow yourself to soften and be supported by the ground, relaxing your upper body, arms in any position, and the front of the right hip and the psoas relaxed, the front of the right thighs, the quads softening, stretching and lengthening. Sensing into this whole myofascial line from the right knee up to the lower right ribs. And now slowly coming up from half saddle, carefully making your way out of the pose, and place both feet in front of you and let the knees windshield wiper back and forth, side to side. Then moving to the second side, left foot next to the left hip, leaning back on the hands or down on the elbows or coming farther back. And your right leg can stay straight ahead or bend, or the knee can open out to the side. Or you could hug the knee in as another option. And now the sensation of length, of stretch, is in the left front of the hip, the psoas, and the quads. And let yourself relax and soften here. Now carefully, slowly releasing saddle pose, making your way onto your back for another rest and rebound time. Taking these few moments to feel what's happening inside of your body after stretching into the front of the hips, the psoas, the quads, in half saddle. And now slowly make your way up for square or shoelace pose, sitting with the right ankle coming over the left knee for square with wider knees, or taking it into shoelace by narrowing the knees, or anything in between, as long as you feel the stretch in the right outer hip, the right glutes, and you might also feel it in the left side as well. You can move around here, shifting your torso right or left to find the best sensation in this area. And once you're there, let yourself relax. Let yourself simply be. And let the breath flow easily. And now coming up from shoelace or square, undoing the legs and simply changing sides, wide or narrow, square or shoelace. Soften and settle into the pose on this side. Again, perhaps exploring different positions or angles of the torso, the arms, the legs. Noticing what you feel in the outer hips. Slowly now begin to come up from shoelace and onto your back to rest. Once you find the floor, once you release the weight of your body down, notice and feel everything that's happening inside. Please begin to make your way up from this resting pose and come into final asana of dragonfly, sitting with the legs wide. Hands can be in front of you as you come forward, targeting the inner thighs, the inner groins here, as well as the hamstrings. Softening into the forward bend, relaxing the spine, the neck, the head, relaxing the feet, softening the legs and the hips. And slowly coming up from Dragonfly, making your way into Shavasana, final relaxation on the back. Make yourself comfortable. And feel the way that the earth receives the weight of your body. Making any adjustments you need to for total comfort and ease. And taking this time to feel the effects of the practice. Feel the energy balancing, shifting, moving, swelling, flowing through the vessel of this body. Feel the exquisite sense of space on the inside of the body. And feel the breath exploring this space. Continue to rest here for as long as you'd like. When you're ready, gently stretch out into your arms and legs. And gently make your way up and bend your knees and come up into a sitting position. And get ready to greet the rest of your day with clarity, spaciousness, and ease. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.